Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties there. I kept getting a stream health warning, and it was choking and buffering, so I did restarts of the software and relaunched with YouTube, and I don't know, seems to be healthy now. Anyway, I apologize for yesterday. I seem to be doing that a lot for Mondays. Didn't get to do a video yesterday. When you have other responsibilities other than creating a comic book, then it doesn't always work out so well. And I don't know why you guys are looking at this. That's not what you want to see. There we go. All right, so on today's episode, which is 49, and that's okay, Varian. I don't really have much of a pulse-pounding episode to do today. But yeah, apologize for the stream being crappy in the beginning there. I got it all fixed. And we're back up on track today. Today, I got a little bit of work done yesterday as far as writing goes, trying to figure out the dialogue for the remainder parts of what needs to be posted. But I didn't get to do a video on it because obviously I had other things I had to do during that time. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to finish on working out some of the drawing that we've already got done for the next section of the story. And the month is running out. I'm not going to get this entire thing done. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the lettering tonight for what I've already got done and post that as an episode. And then we'll just have to start fresh with what I'm currently working on for April. Anyway, so here's the initial design of the bike. And I've got it up because I'm working on the other side, drawing the other side of the thing, and I need to have it for reference. So I'm actually going to move it off screen so that I can have it up and I can look at it while I'm working on this. So it's a little different. It's not a perfectly symmetrical machine. And in order for me to, I'm going to be using the same drawing that I draw here for the most part. So I need to get that looking a little bit better. So I'll take my rough and I'm going to lower the opacity down, create a few more layers, get some white color behind that. Get so I can barely see it, and that way I can go back into and get this drawn a little bit better. Start to unroughen the rough while I've got my example up to look at. So I'm just kind of getting an idea of my grid. I don't need that. I don't need much more than just a few of these lines. That should be pretty good. Alright, so for the most part, it's just like, doing a standard box model. And maybe I'll do a real box. Getting all technical and stuff. Now, Clip Studio does have the tools for me to actually lay down a grid and go through the process that way, but I find that would be a little more time consuming than what I want. Maybe it'd be nice if I didn't draw it on my background layer. So now I got that underneath there, so that way I can figure this out. Healthy alternatives to stay awake? Oh my gosh. I don't think I could actually recommend any healthy alternatives to stay awake. Drawing at night is something that I am no longer good at. I am reached the point of no return, age and ability-wise. I do highly recommend becoming disabled and living at home most of the day while everybody else is gone. That frees up your studio time quite a bit. I joke, but yeah. Okay, so I don't want to get too off model on this. But yeah, I have tried staying up late. It just doesn't work for me anymore, but I do, you want the less distractions. And people who don't do this don't realize that you get in a zone and 4 or 5 hours go by. They just don't understand that part of it. Alright, so this has this kind of loopy, almost like a flask shape. And then there's the canister. Spaz his little home here. Might be a little big. What this little part here is actually his escape pod from his origin story. The Dinosaur Man finds at some point in their journey when they meet. And that's as far as I'll go with spoilers. So I'm looking at what I have drawn already, and I'm just trying to imagine the other side. And so far, the main key to the other side is it's missing a panel. So there's all this cords and stuff in here that I gotta draw. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that a little bit ago, but yeah, it does have perspective tools in here. For me, it's just quicker to, they take time to set up properly. But once you get them set up, then it's easy breezy. So for certain things, I would definitely use the perspective tools. Like later on in the story, you're going to see the main city, and I'll be using the perspective tools mostly for making sure that that is accurate. But for something like this, it just felt more natural to me to just do something quick to guide myself, and then pick up where they left off. I mean, as far as a crutch goes, I think they're just a really good learning tool. Perspective is hard for some people to learn, especially because I think, the whole left brain, right brain type of scenario where somebody thinks more abstractly and they're more creative, someone thinks more mathematical and technical. they would probably find it easier to draw the perspective because it involves, measuring and precise lines. That can be a much more I don't know how to put it, much more of a left brain activity to do perspective drawing rather than more organic abstraction stuff. So I think the tools are great for those of us who struggle with it. I know I've always struggled with perspective because I just wanted to draw it. I didn't have the patience to sit there and get it all measured out properly. That was always something that I struggled with. Having an architecture class in high school, and I just freehand things, which, you make mistakes when you do that. Okay, so the seat. Greetings, sir. The land of the Pittsburgh has joined us. And it does creep up above, so I'll have to fix that. Impossible to draw a straight line. I mean, depends on how mathematically straight you want it. I mean, that's fairly straight. This is an exercise that I encourage students to do too. Put 2 points and just try to hit it. If you can hit point A and point B, it's straight enough. That's a good learning tool. Alright, so there's this thruster thing. I think I'm getting it pretty close. And yeah, this video's introduction is pretty sloppy because I was having all kinds of problems with YouTube. It was giving me poor quality stream errors. And it's about where the headlight goes. And this thing's cobbled together from other pieces. It's not going to look. Let's see. This is about where the handlebars will go. And then we have these little wings. kind of in the middle. I'm also coming up to some really big shows. I got 3 shows in a week inside the next 3 weeks. I'll be at Indiana Comic Con this weekend. Kind of bittersweet about that because I don't like being out of town on Easter. And then after that, I've got WrestleCon in New Orleans, which I've got stuff that I got to get finished up for that. And then I've got Steel City Comic Con, the hometown show for the Geekadrome. So that's a lot of back and forth road travel. I gotta get my car in, make sure it's good to go. And it's gonna be hard for me to do videos. That's the whole reason I brought that up. I'll definitely still be working on my comic. I'm just going to have to figure out a different way of documenting it on the Facebook page. And then I might have to take a video hiatus. Yes, it has to shoot water out the front nozzle, definitely. if this ever gets to become a toy. I think it would make a great toy. And with the technology we have nowadays, it could be actually hover. You know, it could easily, there's plenty of room here to have a fan. It could be a fan inside of here. Maybe, you know, make it a little, like a little drone. I think that would be sweet. All right, so now that I've got my, my bike pretty much drawn, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and ink it and get it nice and solid. That way, then I can draw and get Spaz kind of where I want him, which he's supposed to be kind of half jumping off. Oop, I forgot part of it. There's these wings back here. And it's got this little bit of a slope to it. All right. And I don't think you'd see that other one. All right. Well, maybe I won't ink it just yet. I definitely need to work on. So if Spaz is getting up, he's landing it. He's going to get ready to jump. So if we look at the whole comic, yeah, this is before he springs off. So he's going to be kind of like doing this kind of sliding in scenario. Now that I look at this, it looks like this is pointed this way rather than out. Tisk tisk, can't have that. Yeah, that's better. All right, well, let's see. I'm going to just turn that to blue to make it easier on myself. And now let's see what we can do. So we've got him. He's going to be looking. He's going to be looking out where he's going to jump from. And since he's digging into a turn, handlebars are going to need to be at an angle. So if this hand is here, going up like that, and this other hand is going to be here, going like that, and here's, I guess that would be the central axis. So if we kind of eyeball that, has anyone else in my family expressed interest in the illustration? Well, my dad could draw. One of the things probably that inspired me as a kid is in my room as a baby. He did giant mural paintings of the Pink Panther, Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, Snoopy. And they were on all the major walls of my bedroom growing up. And he painted them right on the wall. So they were enormous. Probably a good 4 to 5 feet for each one. So that was my decoration. My walls were yellow, and then I had all of those giant drawings on there. And he had a sketchbook once in a while. I would draw Sunday comic characters once in a while. So yeah, he definitely had some ability. But as far as like attempting anything professionally, no, I'm pretty much it. This is pretty much what I got. There is one person in my family who's a photographer, which is cool. So there's definitely some other, and someone who trained at least to be a chef. So that, those are cool things. They're creative as well. Okay, so maybe, let's see if he's jamming this thing. I think, yeah, his arm's going to need to be straight. Because there should be an element of being startled too, because I think this is he's seeing the current circumstances for the first time. And then that leg's going to be there. His other arm is going to be reaching out. And I think this leg will probably be propped up on this fin. So yeah, it'll probably be like he's sliding kind of off the seat too. So most likely there'll be something, yeah. That's not bad. I think I'm liking this. And then we've got this arm coming out. Because he's going to springboard off of this into the next scene. So I can go ahead and kind of get rid of that rough. And yeah, let's do some more drawing. Now, as he's coming in, these thrusters are coming down, so they're just going to be a little bit of smoke. And then I guess you could say there's some stuff underneath, some brake system or something. It's starting to kick up dust. And I think we need to have our land mass. So our horizon line probably should be more at his eye level. So all this gobbledygook's gonna kind of be ignored. Yeah, that'll be more. I think that looks more accurate there. And he's in the canyon now. So I'm going to start bringing the canyon wall. So the canyon wall is going to recede. Here's our horizon line. Canyon wall recedes into it. We'll start breaking it up here. So we get something like that. Cool. Awesome. So I think we're good as far as this goes. We got the ship in the correct position. Alright, so now let's focus on him kind of bounding into the scene. If he's pushing off of this one, then this pose is going to need to be swapped. So I know I want him about right here. So let's see, we'll rotate in. Alright, so he's pushing off with his right leg, so that's going to be straight. Tough time always cleaning up after myself on these. So I think instead of him angling up, we need to have him angling out. So maybe he'll occupy here. He'll have his knee up. Tail will be traveling behind him. And then we'll have a large paw coming out. Trying to get something a little more Jack Kirby going on. I don't really get asked for sketches and inks and everything else. That's assuming that it's going to be a multi-paper piece. For the most part, I get kind of a standard. People are a little squeamish about asking what they want, or they don't really exactly know. A lot of, I'd say it's really 50-50. People leave it up to what I want to do, and they'll just give me a character name, versus people who are pretty specific. My last commission was, I had one I got to finish, but there's two. The last two commissions I got, one was specific, two particular anime characters just playing on the beach. That was as specific as I got. And then the other one was a Gundam character in a certain pose. But everything else was completely left up to me. And I'd say that's fairly common of the type of requests that one would get. So I really want to get this idea that he's leaping out. I'm liking this up here. I'm not quite liking the rest of it. I don't like covering up the ship. So this is like thinking while I'm drawing. Head placement was okay. So as you can see, sometimes things can be radically different from your loose sketch to what you finally end up with. This is a little more dynamic, and we're using the page. Plus, I can change where this ends up fairly easy. Just kill that there. Do a duplicate of it. Probably somewhere around there. He's a cat, not a car. I know what you meant. You know, he's a tabby cat. He's patterned after my my personal cat Spaz, who you know, he passed away last year. He's got some of the, he's got the same colors and markings. That's where he gets his namesake from. You know, yeah, brown tabby stripes. And we'll worry about his expression a little bit later on. I just want to get the forms built up a little bit better. Pretty happy with what's going on here. Just that's going to need to be a little more developed, but for the most part, I like what's going on. And especially since this is going to be a new introductory page, it looks like, because I'm going to have to go ahead and just post the other one so I can keep at least posting something new each month. So I might just do a new intro up here. This is going to be, this is a bit tricky, everyone, here, because I'll be showing the underside of it. So he's coming down the side of the mountain and making a turn. And then revving it up here, boom, no. And we got speed lines coming in here. You know, this is a quick stop. And then I think these panels are going to be pretty well identical as far as the background goes. So I will most likely just reuse that element as well. I think I'm going to put a panel in between these two as well. This might draw the story out a little bit more than it needs to. But you're getting a pattern of action, 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 action. You need to stop before the next level of tension. Yeah. More that I think about it now, I think this makes more sense to end it here rather than afterwards. So let's see, I'm on the right one. So we're going to show the reverse of this. I'll just get this roughed out, and the bike will be sitting back here. That'll also help give you an idea of how far he jumped. You know, we'll put the bike back here somewhere. Yeah, that'll look good. Cool. All right, well, thank you for this part of the journey, tagging along with me, guys. Time to save this and work on something else. I got a couple different new wrestling pieces in the works that I got to get done. Finishing up pieces to get ready for this weekend, and yeah, so a lot on my plate, not a lot of time to get it done, but I'm happy I was able to fit an episode in, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Those of you watching, don't forget about all of the wonderful little things here, Patreon and Facebook and all that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and post this rough to my Patreon so that they can enjoy that there as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow.